Hello everyone, JulioToyReviews here, and this is my review of the Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger Deluxe Zyuoh King. So last year I missed out on getting these stuff for Zyuohger, considering the fact that I was busy collecting other stuff. But now that the Zyuohger stuff has become pretty cheap on Amazon, I decided to get it. And over here we have Zyuoh King, the main mecha for Zyuohger. Now, just like with Kyoryuger, which started out with 5 rangers but only had a mecha that combines 3 Dezords, Zyuoh King does the same thing. And it includes the King Sword, Cube Eagle, Cube Shark, and Cube Lion. So, let's get on with this review. So over here we have the pieces of Zyuoh King. From left to right we have Cube Eagle, Cube Shark, Cube Lion, and the King Sword. And let's start off with the King Sword over here since it's very simple. So over here we have the King Sword, and it really doesn't function as a sword. It won't function like a sword until we get to Tosai Wild Zyuoh King, but for now it just acts as a backbone to Zyuoh King, as we're about to see. And over here you have the smaller sword, which is what we use for Zyuoh King. So nothing special. And over here, let's start with Cube Eagle in terms of the cubes. So Cube Eagle belongs to Zyuoh Eagle, aka the Red Ranger. So you can see that there's a consistent color scheme of white, black, and red. You can see number 1 over here, these sides, and what will become the chest piece for the Megazord. And now in order to fold this out into the Eagle mode, you're gonna fold up the head and fold the wings. And there we have Cube Eagle. Now something that I have to mention is that the Zyuoh cubes don't really do much. Like for example in Kyoryuger you had Gabutyr with the spikes rising up, you had Stegochi with the sword. But for the Zyuoh cubes you don't really get anything. And most of these you have to fold out. It's not like spring loaded like Cube Eagle. But over here you can see Cube Eagle, and yeah, he's basically just an eagle. But one con that I have has to be the hands. And this is something that a bunch of people complain about. That they're not able to fold in for the eagle mode and they just pop out. So it looks kind of weird like this. But let's put that aside. And let's get on over here with Cube Shark. Now you have to flip it like this. Fold up the sides of the face. You'll see that the fin will pop out as well as the tail. Pull those out, and there you have Cube Shark, and it's just a shark. You can just have it swimming or something like this. But it really doesn't do much. And something that I forgot to mention when I started with Cube Eagle, this is similar to the function in Shinkenger where you had the origamis and they could become their respective Zords and then they all combine into Shinkano. But over here we have Cube Lion, and his is the simplest transformation. Pull back the legs and pull up the face. And I just find that lion face adorable. Just look at that thing. It's great. But that's basically everything for the Zyuoh cubes themselves. So now let's combine them into Zyuoh King. So in order to form Zyuoh King, you're gonna put the Zyuoh cubes back into their cube forms. And you're just gonna stack them on top of each other just like in the show. So we have San, which is 3, Ni, which is number 2, and Ichi, which is number 1. You're then going to grab the King Sword over here and slide it down. And let me actually raise the camera a bit so that you can see it. Now if we turn it over, you can see that the arms pop off. So turn the head, put the sword over here, and lift up the eagle head, and there you have Zyuoh King. Now Zyuoh King doesn't do much, and the only articulation he has is in the arms, right over here where he could turn them 360. But unlike other mecha like Daijujin or even Shurikenjin, he doesn't have any other articulation, just arms, a bit in the hands. You could say that this is maybe some articulation. But I'm talking about in the combined form, which it barely has any articulation. But still, I like what they did over here, that they went back to the basics for the 40th anniversary. Instead of having the flashy mecha that we're used to today with a bunch of gimmicks and whatnot, they went back to having blocky mecha, just like Denji Robo, which is the first example that pops up in my head. So I like that they went back to basics, but when you're already used to mechas like Shurikenjin, it may feel a bit underwhelming. And considering how I don't have the Ninja Steel Megazord right next to me for size comparison, I'm just gonna grab the Terra Charge Megazord as an example. So you can see that Zyuoh King is fairly small and almost the size of a Bandai of America Megazord. Going from Kyoryugen to this is a lot, because I actually own Kyoryugen and I know that it's a lot bigger than Zyuoh King over here. But that is basically everything for Zyuoh King. So overall, Zyuoh King is a pretty nice mecha, and I would recommend it if you're a fan of Zyuohger or a fan of Sentai mechas in general. While it doesn't have all the gimmicks that we're accustomed to, just like the shurikens in Ninja or the batteries in Kyoryuger, Zyuoh King goes back to the basics by having a simple blocky mecha, which I actually really like. Even though it doesn't have much articulation, and you can obviously see that this is made from a bunch of cubes, it really feels old school, and it's pretty nice what they did for a 40th anniversary. They went back to basics instead of going all out. Which I kind of feel like Kyuranger is supposed to be an apology for Zyuohger's simplicity. But anyways, besides that, Zyuoh King is a great mecha, and I would recommend it for any Sentai fan. But if you really want to get the maximum playability out of this, I would recommend you get the other mecha as well, such as Tosai Zyuoh, Zyuoh Wild, Dodekaio, and all of those. But that's basically everything for Zyuoh King. So what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, I'm JulioToyReviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.